All right, man. Back again, tuning in. 108 Praise Radio, man, with them Royalty Boy, the Aspiring Artist Showcase. Took a little break, man. The homie had to do a little vacation thing, man. But we back at it, man. You know what I mean? Without further ado, this your boy Marky Lil.
Yes, sir. And I am your boy, the one and only Stony Hill.
And you got your boy Cat 9 strictly in the building with them Royalty Boys.
Yes,
Oh, yeah.
yes.
So we got a special guest tonight, man. And we happy to have her.
Yes, we are.
We've been knowing her for a while. She go by the gym. And this sister right here, man, hey, she got lyrics. I'm talking about bars. You got to really listen to this sister, because this sister got something to say. One thing about it, as Christian artists, man, you go out in this world, in this secular world, in this streets, man, and they go to talking like, you know, we boring and we ain't got nothing to say, and how you gonna put gospel rap in a context where the streets will be able to connect with it. But, you know, she got this lingo, she got this style, and it's dope. And if y'all don't know about it, y'all need to follow her.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
So we're going to get to it, Miss The Gym. All right, The Gym.
Right.
All right, tell me about who is The Gym?
Well, I don't know. Like, after that intro, I feel like I'm all right.
Hey.
I am The Gym, and I am a rapper, songwriter, licensed therapist, motivational speaker, you know, all those wonderful things. But most importantly, man, I'm a woman of God, and I'm bold about it. And I love him, and I live my life, you know, as a true, I really do try to be a true reflection of the Father. And so the gifts that he's given me, you know, I just use them to glorify him and build the kingdom.
Amen.
Hey, man, ain't nothing wrong with that. It's very important that as we go out and we do music as artists, that, you know, we make it known what we're doing.
Right.
And what we standing for.
Right.
True.
And, you know, when we listen to your music and knowing you over the years, you don't fail to say Jesus. You're going to make sure that's known.
Right.
All right? And the one thing I like about you now, if they second guessing where you're coming from, you're going to put that Jesus right in their face.
Better know it.
And you're going to make it known. You know, we talking backstage, you know, we talking about the fact that how people are, you have friends and you talk to them and you're trying to uplift them and you're trying to encourage them, and they don't want to take it
Right.
in an encouraging manner because they
Right.
want to do what they doing.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it's very important that we share the light. You agree?
110%. I think if I'm not, you know, being honest with you and open with you and holding you accountable, then I don't think that I'm you know, being a good friend. I can't
Exactly.
indulge in the foolishness. Not when I know you know better and you're a believer.
Right,
You know?
right.
And vice versa. Like, you know, I got friends that call me on my stuff when I'm operating like out of character or, you know, doing things that I shouldn't be doing. Like they call me on it.
Which is
and,
good.
And I
Good.
appreciate that. So
Iron sharpening iron.
yeah, man.
I mean, that's friendship.
Yeah.
True
yeah.
friendship.
But you know, everybody ain't open to it though.
'Cause
Everybody ain't open to it.
they ain't your friend. You know, we're going to be blunt. They ain't your friend.
Process of
Right.
elimination.
They ain't your friend.
Yeah.
Now, don't let me bust my head. Now, you see me going down, now don't let me bust my head.
Yeah.
Get me out of there.
White meat coming out in there.
You see what I'm saying? Bleeding. Like, come on, man. Don't let me do it. I actually went through a situation. I ain't going to talk too much on it, but the situation was kind of ugly for me, right? It had little repercussions. You know, I kind of limped up out the situation.
Right.
Now, when the situation was over, they were saying, man, we tried to warn you. I'm looking at you like, you ain't told me nothing the whole time.
Yes. Yeah.
But you tried to warn me.
Right.
What was the warning?
Let them tell it. They were
Right.
telling me, oh, like, don't do that, man. Don't do that. Like, man, look, you seen me doing that the whole time, and you ain't never said nothing to me.
See, that ain't the move.
But now when
right
they go
there.
down, they see me go down that hill. It's like,
They
I
wanna
tried
say
to
something.
warn you.
How so?
You ain't said nothing
He
to me.
probably text you, or she
You think
probably
so?
text
You
you.
think so?
Maybe.
If it wasn't a text, maybe it was, you know, Facebook Messenger.
Yeah.
Maybe they were
Yeah,
trying to
you
use
ain't
some
get it.
kind of like mind.
Right. Like, don't,
Like,
don't,
look.
don't. But you don't hear that
You
part.
see what I'm
like,
saying? Like, pull me to the side. Talk to me, man.
Yeah,
You know, just talk to me. Pull me to the side. Let me know if you my true friend. Let me know. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, hey, that's one thing people fail to realize about me, man. I ain't gonna beat you up. I might look like it.
Yeah, you look like you can get somebody.
I'm not gonna beat you up though. I'm not gonna do nothing to you. I'm harmless. I'm not gonna do nothing. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Stony Hill, what you got for us tonight, brother?
Man, I'm just happy to be back, man. You know what I'm saying? And then we got the gym in here. Hey, man, you know what? If I remember correctly, you used to play a little ball or something.
You know, yeah, I did. I was nice back in the day.
Okay.
I was nice.
Well, speaking of basketball, I brought presents for everybody today. I brought presents for everybody because yesterday was my birthday. And LeBron James gave me the best present in the world. So, you know, I got a Laker hat for you, Mark. You can take that off. Cotton, I got a Laker hat for you. And Miss Murray, as y'all can see, I already got the Lakers on. Miss Murray, I actually brought you a Laker jersey. All right.
Okay. Yeah,
And
ego.
I just want to know real quick. I know we're going to talk about you in a second, but how you feel about LeBron James? Yes, sir, I said it. LeBron James. Never be better than Kobe. But LeBron James, how do you feel about him coming to the Lakers?
You know what? Is Rondo going too? I just seen something on IG with Rondo going. I think he signed like a 1-year contract, right?
With the
seen that?
Lakers?
I think so. I don't know how true
That's
it is,
that
but I
just now
saw
scoop
it probably
thing.
like about
you go.
15 minutes ago.
Okay. All right.
But I think it's gonna be. Now I am a LeBron fan,
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
me too.
so I go where LeBron go. So
right.
we going to the Lakers.
You know what I'm saying?
I think it's financially that was a good move. Like, sheesh. Yeah.
I see
154
Rondo is
million.
coming, yes. Rondo is coming,
So
yes.
that's gonna be the move right there. Like, that's gonna be a good look for the Lakers.
Yes. Well,
Here we go.
enough with that. I'm just excited right now. I'm gonna let that go though. Now, I was reading the bio and all that. And I noticed that originally you had started secular, and then somewhere around in the 2000s area, okay, you started to go Christian.
I did.
Now, what was the transition from secular to Christian? Did you find that hard, and why exactly did you feel the need to go that way?
Good question. So I grew up in the church, so sung in the choir, traveled different churches, singing and whatnot. So it was like embedded in me early on. Mm-hmm. But I started doing secular because one, it was, I was making some good money, and money was the motivation then.
Right.
Okay. Absolutely.
But again, truth be told, like, I really wasn't living the life that I was rapping about. Like, I was rapping stuff that I felt like I knew would sell, people wanted to hear, but like, I wasn't living that life. So there was always like that pull, in my spirit, and one of the major things that really changed was my grandmother had like she had a heart attack and she had a stroke, and initially it left her paralyzed on the right side of her body. And my grandmother is like, she's like the foundation of our family. She's actually my last living grandparent.
Okay.
So she had to, being there, seeing her paralyzed, and hearing all the things that the doctor said she would never do again. But her being a believer and just watching her fight and praying, and the type of people that she had around her that was coming and praying for her, and really seeing God like work a miracle. Like, so now, today she, like, my grandma can drive.
Awesome.
Wow.
She cooks, like she was working, and she just made a full recovery. And that for me was like life changing. Like, I'll never forget that. So even though like I grew up in church, I knew the word, sung in the choir and all that other good stuff.
Right.
I know, like, just seeing God work.
Right.
And I was like, man, I
Got the
know
evidence.
this was God. Like,
Yeah.
and to be there with her going through rehab, to see her go from paralyzed to having a fold up cane in her purse and then taking it out when we get to rehab to use it so she don't have to hear the therapist's mouth. It's like, man, that was awesome. So that was like one of the main reasons that I rededicated my life to Christ, if not the ultimate reason. And then after that, I went through a couple of storms, and it was like, it was some things that was like would probably have really broken me. But just seeing God like move and operate in me through that, like, and I was like, man, I gotta serve him. Like, I gotta serve him. Like, for real, not for play. Like, And so I did, you know. I switched up.
So for you, you could actually see that God was real.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's good. I think that's good for a lot of folks. For some folks, that's what they need, though.
They need to see them signs.
You need to see them signs.
Yeah.
Some folks just ain't got that faith level.
I needed that.
You feel me?
I
That's
needed
what's up.
that, especially because, you know, growing up in church, you see a lot. So I saw a lot of people talking the talk and acting one way at church. But then, like, when I go to the club, I see some of the same people in the club. So it's like, yo, like, wouldn't you just, you know what I mean? So me actually seeing God do miracles with my own two eyes.
Right.
For me, I'm like, oh, yeah, I'm rolling with him. Like, who wouldn't want to serve a God like that?
Right.
That's what's up.
Oh, yeah.
Right. So talking about that transition, like starting out, who were some of your inspirations? Like some of the people that you just like listening to, or that you maybe even, I guess you could say, I don't know if I want to use the word mimic your style, but you know, just more of an inspiration.
And Lauren Hill, most definitely. Like, I love Lauren. Like, one of the first 16s I ever remember was Lauren Hill off that Everything song. DMX.
Okay.
Like, Lauren Hill and DMX was
Old
like my
school.
top
Okay,
two.
yeah.
Still is my top two. Like, I still listen to the Miseducation of Lauren Hill. And I still listen
Super
to
classic,
yeah.
Timeless.
Yeah. And Lauren was spitting some scripture too.
Exactly.
Yeah, she was spitting some scripture.
Oh, yeah.
DMX too. But yeah, I still listen
DMX.
to some of DMX. But yeah, probably those two. Some Missy, you know, of course some MC Light. Like
Old school.
I ain't even gonna lie, Trina.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I used to listen to some Trina.
Yeah.
Hey, yo.
Yo, no, now was you know, that was the joint. That was my joint back in the day.
Well,
So
Surprising.
now even as we transition, you know, because knowing that hip hop definitely has its foundation and its influence, but now coming over to Christianity and, you know, being more inspirational and more gospel based.
Right.
Like, who are some of those artists that you go to on the gospel side?
I like Lecrae. I do like Lecrae. I was just telling them that Let the Trap Say Amen.
Yeah.
I like that joint.
okay.
Him and Zaytoven, they did that. Like, the beats do sound trap,
Yeah,
but the
yeah.
message, really good message. You know, hope, inspiration, love, encouragement. I can definitely hear that, like, all throughout the bars. I love. I don't know if you guys ever heard of her, but she's so dope. Jackie. You guys ever heard of
Jackie Hill?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
And I love
know
her.
exactly. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
she's so dope, like, and lyrical. You ever
Yeah.
heard of her?
Creative.
You gotta check her
passionate.
out, bro.
Yeah.
Gotta check her out. And
Jackie
she got
Hill, that sounds
bars.
somebody at our church, huh?
That does sound like
Jackie Hill.
Yeah, she go deep. She
Yeah.
Yeah.
She like she's a poet, but she rap too. And I actually got an opportunity to see her live last year.
Okay.
So that was pretty dope when they came here. But yeah, I listened to her. She got a new album that's out. Who else I listened to? Some Bizzle.
Okay. Yeah.
Of course, I listen to, you know, the home team, Miss Lyric, A Legend, you know, my sisters. I rock
A
with.
Legend.
Yeah, like I rock with them.
We already know.
Yeah. Who else I listen to?
If you coming in, I'm shutting it down.
Yeah, that's the team. Shout out to the team. Shout out to the team. But yeah, man, anybody that, well, let me not say anybody. Like, I'm past the whole dope beat phase. Like, I more so look for the message.
Okay.
So, like, if you saying something, then, you know, I'm listening. I'm listening to see what you talking about. But if you ain't talking about nothing, because I ain't gonna hold you. Some of these gospel rappers be sounding like, I'd be like, what you say, though? Like, I can't understand you.
Right. Like.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I don't rock with everybody. I listen to y'all.
Well, thank you.
I rock with
Appreciate
y'all.
that.
You know,
Thank you.
jumping for Jesus is my joint.
Appreciate that. Thank you. Appreciate that.
But yeah. So, gotta have a message.
Absolutely.
Let me ask you this now, you know, because I know we've been having this discussion with, you know, a couple of different artists, and just even with the way music is now in the gospel arena. Now, as it relates to taking the name of Christ out as a Christian artist, Like, what is your take on that? Like, is that a go? Is that a no go?
So like classifying myself and putting myself like in a category as a Christian rapper. Like, how do I feel about that versus?
Well, so now that will open up a whole nother question as well. And I guess the two can be somewhat related,
Right.
you know, because now we're talking about title.
Yeah.
And even in that title, as a Christian artist, you know, we go into now the message and, you know, how that message is being expressed.
Right.
So we can make it twofold. Now, as an artist,
Yeah.
would you consider yourself, or what do you think about taking that name off as an artist, and then even in your message, taking the name out?
Like I'll keep it all the way 100 with you.
Okay.
I don't really get caught up into like the titles. You know what I mean? The titles of it. Some people say they are, some people say they not. My thing is this: am I a true reflection of the Father? And that's if you got the title on or if you got the title off. At the end of the day, if I'm saying, you know, I'm Team Jesus, like if I said behind the scenes that's what I'm about, that's what I represent, then the way I act and the way I carry myself and the music that I make and what I do should be a reflection of that. Because you got some people that like they take on that title and they say they Christian rappers, but then behind the scenes they live in a lifestyle that's contradictory to the word of God. So it's like, you know, you got the title, but are you really living the life? Just like a preacher, you know what I mean, or a pastor. You got all the different titles, but are you really living the life though? You know what I mean? Like I don't think God is concerned about all the different titles. I think that's more of a man-made thing. He concerned about how you living. And people be like, oh, God know my heart, God know my heart. He do, but he pay attention to your actions, though.
That's right.
So how you living is the question. You know what I mean? Because people going to put titles on you regardless. Because they got to find a way, like, to categorize. They got to put a title on it because the world don't like not knowing, like not having a category to put you in. So they got to label you or something. But God don't care about that. He care about how you living.
True.
Awesome.
True.
Y'all got quiet on me.
Awesome.
Oh yeah, we gotta drop the mic on. We got 4 mics to drop. You gotta drop these mics on that, man. You know what I mean? Kinda, you sufficient?
I'm
You good?
sufficient.
You
Yeah,
good?
I mean,
All right.
I like to hear different perspectives,
man.
man.
Drop
And
the mic on you
spoke
on that
well
one, brother.
I mean,
What are your thoughts, though?
well, for me, well, you know, I think about. Let me see how I want to start with this.
All right.
Me, myself, I have to make it known. And in that as well, it has to line up. So for me to not make mention can come across as like me denying. Even if I'm asked. So in no way, shape, form, or fashion am I looking to try to deny what it is that I stand for and what it is that I represent. So I look at it no different from how the world takes a bold stand about what they own and what they're about, what they're representing, whether it's their hoods, own this, own that, and you know what I mean, this, that, and the third. Like, I'm feeling just as bold and courageous about what it is that I represent and what I stand for and what I feel is an influence.
I feel you.
You know what I mean? That needs to be known. So if you want to know, there's no question about it. So either you with it or you're not. So, you know, just keep it clear and cut.
Okay.
You good?
Right.
I'm good.
You know what I mean? You know, a little dialogue is good for the soul.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
But yeah, motivational speaker.
I do.
All right, now I want to know the pressures that you have to go through when somebody looking at you and you're encouraging them, and it seems like they watching to see if you're going to fall.
Like now.
They say, okay, now what she got to be doing something that everybody ain't walking up right. No, ain't nobody perfect.
True.
Right?
True.
So they're going to keep throwing that out there, right?
True.
Now, as a motivational speaker, like, how tough is it for you?
Not tough at all.
Okay.
Because here's my thing. Like, I'm real big on truth, right? So I'm always going to speak from a place of truth.
Okay.
Now, I think if ever, you know, it wasn't, like, authentic, And, you know, I was just faking it to make it type thing. Like, you know, looked at some YouTube videos and went out there and did it.
Mm-hmm.
That's different. But, like, I've lived it. You know what I mean? I know what it's like to be at the bottom of the bottom and it's so dark and you just praying for a peak of light. Like, I know what it's like to be at that place.
Okay.
I know what it's like to be so over life. Like, and you praying, but you don't know if God hearing your prayers. So I speak from a place of experience. I had one person tell me one time, like, you just look so well put together. Like I would have never known, you know, some of your testimonies. So, yeah, man, and I'll never forget, even though, like, I've been delivered, I'm not perfect.
Okay.
Like, I'm still working on some stuff.
Yeah,
Okay.
And I don't think I'll ever be perfect. But I know what it's like to want to be motivated. Like, I know what it's like to want to be encouraged. And so I get up there and I do it.
Okay.
You know?
Okay.
And I'm true. Like, I'm true to who I really am. Like, I'm not trying to be something that I'm not.
Right.
Like, I'm really good at being me.
You basically just being yourself.
Yeah, like, I'm really good at being me.
Yeah.
Now, it ain't like I'm trying to be something that I'm not, so it's not hard.
Mm-hmm.
That's what's up. All right, no, so you know, you brought up the old Reverb Nation.
Right.
You brought up the old Reverb Nation.
Yeah.
And I had forgot about it. I totally forgot about that Reverb Nation. Been dead.
Yeah.
You know, as far as I'm concerned. But that's just how it's been, though, right? Reached out to you on Reverb Nation. Talked about Calamity, what you doing music.
Yeah.
Heard your sound. Okay, she going in. This was like a minute ago.
That was like 2012.
Yeah.
2012, 13.
Yeah, so you refreshed my memory, and I had totally forgot about that because I think it was a good while later that we just met. You know how the Lord do.
Yeah.
You know, you get into the Christian arena and you doing music and everybody moving and going back and forth and doing their thing, man. And you know, you find yourself networking with a few people, and then you end up meeting the people that you was trying to connect with. You know, like it was on God's timing. And you know, you always held true to just heavy bars, right? Because when you listen to your message, you got something to say.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Even when we was talking to you, you know, you just got something to say. You know, a lot of people they thought process is just, I don't know where it's at right now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, you know, you got to be very discerning in everything we doing, and we got to be very careful in how we entertaining people and, you know, who we coming across. And, you know, I'm just saying all that to say, like, you know, it's not a coincidence that we connected. Even, like, with them royalty boys, you know, we still end up, like, bonding even closer. It was like, you know, how the Lord was allowing us to meet, get closer, bond, and, you know, meet people that had that same, like, mind. You see what I'm saying? Because as we go forth, like I was saying, you know, just mention the name of Jesus. That's very important. You know, that's something that we believe in, you know. And not to try to knock anybody, but, you know, that's just what we believe in. You know what I'm saying? If you're just putting it out there, you know, Kai said it perfectly. You know, people out here in the world, and they're going hard for what they're going hard for. But then when you know you want to put it out there, it's a problem with the way you doing it. You know what I mean? But I'm saying I'm going as hard as you going, but why is what I'm doing offending you? And then, you know, we feel like it's a little power in what we doing, though. You know what I'm saying? We feel like it's a little something different. You know what I'm saying? There's a little more substance in there. You know what I mean? So, you know, we don't mean to say that to look down on nobody, but to get into your music, which video you want to play first? You hit us with two on. Which one you want to play first?
Let's go with Mercy first.
You want to go with Mercy first?
Yeah, we could do Mercy first.
Okay, you got a little background on Mercy?
Yeah. So Mercy came about. We were working on the beat. Didn't really know which direction I was gonna go with the song. But then I wanted that whole like Jamaican type feel. You know, some reggae a little bit. Mixed with some like trap a little bit. I was like, I want like a trap sounding reggae song, but catchy. So
trap music.
Yeah, like when he hit me with the, you know, we was working on the beat, and so when he emailed me the beat, I listened to it a couple of times, and I wrote the first verse before I came up with the hook, before we did the hook. So yeah, so then I was like, all right, so we're gonna go this direction with it. I switched up my flow with it. And I was like, I can hear like a, chanting like Lord of mercy type. So, yeah. So, and that's wrote the first 16, and then after that, the rest of it kind of came together, which is pretty dope. Love that song. It's probably like one of my favorites today.
Okay.
Cool.
That reggae trap, man. Let's get into that Mercy by Mara the Jim. I see number of hearts going up on that social media, man. We appreciate all the people tuning in, man.
Real.
Yes.
Always tuning in.
Position around me, you wanna pull me down, yeah. Lot of mercy, lot of mercy, lot of mercy, yeah. Lot of mercy, lot of mercy, lot of mercy, yeah. The devil surround me, the devil surround me, the devil surround me. Never let them take me, Lord protect me from the enemies in the name of the Son of God. Lot of mercy, lot of mercy, lot of mercy, yeah. Lot of mercy, lot of mercy, lot of mercy, yeah.
They wanna shoot me down, don't wanna see me win. Too much I done sacrifice, I can't throw the towel in. Ooh, I hear him talking, but I ain't got time for that. Projecting your insecurities, I'm just gon' give them back. You don't have no idea, I could've been dead and gone. Pray fast and I grind, that's how I keep holding on. I took the road less traveled, had to break about them shackles. Yeah, I've been set free, physically and mentally. I don't know why they mad, tolerating that misery. I evicted it years ago, can no longer live with me. Opposition all in my path, but that ain't nothing new. Walking through the valley of the shadow of death, there ain't no evil.
Yeah, looking around me, looking around me, looking around me. Opposition around me, opposition around me. You wanna pull me down, yeah. Lot of mercy, lot of mercy, lot of mercy, yeah. Lot of mercy, lot of mercy, lot of mercy, yeah. The devil surround me, the devil surround me, the devil surround me. Never let them take me, Lord protect me from the enemies in the name of the Son of God. Lot of mercy, lot of mercy, lot of mercy, yeah. Lot of mercy, lot of mercy, lot of mercy, yeah.
I'm a soar like an eagle, wanna walk on water like Jesus, not get distracted like Peter. I got that faith of a mustard seed, moving these mountains out my way. Yeah, I slay every demon in my way, and I murder this flesh like every single day. I'm trying to tell you that no weapon formed against me gon' prosper. Devil tried to kill us several times, but he can't stop us. Back to the drawing board, so what you gon' do next? Meanwhile, I'm in the word, flipping all through the text. Feel my spirit up, God, won't you do it for me, please? Thank you in advance for supplying my every need. I ain't worried about what tomorrow gon' bring. Long as I keep God first, I can conquer anything.
Yeah, looking around me, looking around me, looking around me.
I don't know what happened.
Opposition around me, you wanna pull me down, yeah. Lot of mercy, lot of mercy, lot of mercy, yeah. Lot of mercy, lot of mercy, lot of mercy, yeah. The devil surround me, the devil surround me, the devil surround me. Never let them take me, Lord protect me from the enemies in the name of the Son of God. Lot of mercy, lot of mercy, lot of mercy, yeah. Lot of mercy, lot of mercy, lot of mercy.
I'm trying to tell you that no weapon formed against me gon' prosper, gon' prosper. I'm trying to tell you that no weapon formed against me gon' prosper, gon' prosper.
Please don't kill me. Please don't kill me.
You like to play with God's children, huh?
sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That was Mercy by The Gym. As I can see, I know y'all loving it out there. So y'all make sure y'all go listen to that some more. And where can they find that? And then where can they download it or get it?
You can get it off of iTunes. You can get it off of any digital store. So Amazon Playlist, Spotify, Google Play. You can go on YouTube and listen.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, just type in Mara the Gym.
All right. So definitely, y'all type in Mara the Gym, go get that song Mercy, and go get any of the other music she got, because it's fire. I'm telling you, I know. I can tell you from experience. I done heard her live. She comes with it. She goes hard for the kingdom. Oh, yeah. All right? Y'all make sure y'all do that. Now, I just want to take a few seconds. To thank all the listeners listening in today, man. Miss Racine Hillman, as always. Miss Toby Takesha, Katrina Smith Pageant, Angela Speaks Truth, Michael Gardner, Nathan Hill, Minister Jara, Willie, Ashley Jones, Audrey Henderson, and so many more, man. We super appreciate y'all tuning in wherever you are on Mondays at 7 p.m. for the Aspiring Artist Showcase. We love you. God loves you. And please keep tuning in next week and every other week after that. And tell somebody who knows somebody about Jesus and about the show, because we want to see y'all listening every week. All right? Sound good to y'all?
Amen.
Sound good, bro.
Couldn't say it no better.
Hey.
All right, cool. and don't forget, man, we love to hear you people call in. So the number to call in if you want to talk to Miss Mara the Gym today. If you want to talk to her, I need you to call in. The number is 770-988-6461. Once again, that number is 770-988-6461. Call in so we can chop it up with the gym, man.
I mean,
Hey.
I'll at the gym.
So, we got the music, okay? We got the music. We talked a little bit about that, but I want to talk about something else here.
Okay.
You're not just in the music industry, you're a licensed therapist as well.
I am.
Licensed.
Licensed.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're not just giving therapy.
Professional.
So, how did you get into that field, and what made you want to get into that field?
That's a great question. So I actually recorded my first studio album and started working in the field of counseling in the same year. So I've been doing both for since '06, on a another whole level with it.
Okay.
I feel like it's part of my calling.
Awesome.
I feel like it's part of my calling. Now it was a very tedious process. It took me about 10 years to get licensed, but I feel like it's like I was called to do it. My first job was in a jail back in '06 as a counselor, and I was interning, and I ended up getting hired. So I did that for a year, and then I went on to work with juveniles, and then it just felt right. It felt like I was supposed to be doing it, and so from that, I just continued to pursue it. So now I'm official. All the way official, so I'm licensed,
Referee.
Won't you do it?
Yes, he will.
Yeah.
Mind made up.
Yeah.
Hey, that's endurance is the key.
Yeah.
They know I love talking about endurance. Hey, if it's worth having, it's worth working for it and sticking to it until you get it. So, a little bit of that process and just things that you encountered along the way. Let's go into some of those hardships and pull out some of those faith trials and those tribulations and things that just sharpened your walk and got you closer to God and, to know Him a lot better.
How much time we got? Let's see. Man, it's so, I kid you not when I say, it's several that I can talk about. But I'll just talk about just my journey to becoming a licensed therapist.
Okay. Speak on it.
During grad school, probably after the third semester of grad school, I ended up getting pregnant. Yep, I got pregnant, and I had a lot of complications in my first trimester.
Okay.
And then on top of that, just being pregnant, the emotions, it was an unplanned pregnancy.
Hormones and everything,
Yeah, so it was a combination of things, but I knew that I had to finish what I started. And I knew, I had to, I I had to have this child as well. So just finding balance in that, it was very overwhelming. You know, being a new mom and being in grad school and working full time. And I had to complete an intern, and that was like, I interned for like over a year. So while interning, which was like 24 hours a week, and working a full-time job, which was 40 hours a week, and being a new mom, you know, so like trying to find balance and all that. Shout out to my support system. I had a very, very strong support system.
True.
Man, that was nothing but a blessing that was able to help me with my son, so that I could still like pursue my career endeavors. And then all of the testing that's required. So even after I completed like all of the courses that was necessary for my degree, I still had to take a comprehensive exam. And then pass the exam. Like you had 3 opportunities to take the test and pass it. And then if you didn't, pretty much like, you know, you would have to go through like an appealing process, even after you completed all the coursework.
Wow.
So after you completed all the coursework, the intern, all of that, you still had to take the test, pass that test. I failed that test twice. I was on my 3rd time taking it, which was my last time. And when it comes to standardized tests, that like it's never been my thing because I'm such an out-of-the-box thinker. Like I didn't do well on the SAT, all the different testing that you have to do prior to, you know, getting accepted into college. Like I never really scored well on that. So testing wasn't my thing, and I actually had a panic attack right before I took the test. But even in that, God showed himself to be faithful. Like he was just there for me. He was working things out. He was opening up doors, and just continued to be a blessing. Did I cry? Yeah. Was it hard? Yeah. Was my faith tested? Sure was. But I just kept believing and I just kept going. And then even after you complete all of that, like you have to pass a test with the state of Georgia or whatever state it is you live in. And then you have, you know, a certain amount of times to take that. And not to mention, it's very costly. It's very costly to do all of these tests.
So it's demanding all around.
Yeah, you're talking about a couple $100, like just to test. And then getting the material to study. Like, and yeah, it was a lot.
And then having to do that all over again.
Yeah.
Or pay for the test again.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
Well, it sounds cliche, won't he do it? But
it's facts.
You know what I mean? But when you look back over it all, you know, and just you think about the things that the Lord has brought you through. And, you know, the things that you were like hoping, probably even wishing, like, all right, Lord. Hey, won't he do it? I'm pretty sure we all can testify to that. You know what I mean? But
God is good.
And I guess now we see and have an understanding of the gym. You know, you done went through and got polished up. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man.
Hey, shine on, sister. Shine on. Let this little light of yours shine.
You feel.
You know, like a city sitting on a hill.
Know that, right?
Do your thing, sister.
I appreciate that.
All right, man. Toby already got a question, man. Her question, man. You're going to throw her question out. She said, which gospel artist would you like to collaborate with?
Jackie Hill Perry.
That number one.
All day.
Number one.
I love me some Jackie. Love me some Jackie. Y'all got to check her out. You got to check her out.
Jackie Hill. She going in like
she
that?
Dope. Matter of fact, I think she here. She just moved to Atlanta. So all y'all that's watching, go check out Jackie. Like, pull her album up on Google Play. You can pull it up on Google Play. Promise you won't regret it, especially if you into a message and bars.
Yeah.
Rock with her. So yeah, I want to collab with her.
Yeah, you have.
Yeah, because I've heard the poetry. I haven't heard any of her music. I've just heard the
man.
poetry. So
Yeah.
okay.
I want to know, though, if you did get that opportunity, would you try to outdo on the song?
You know, I don't know, man. I don't know.
It's a little competition there, though, ain't it?
Well, you know, we
Be
got
like, I got you, though.
we got 2 different styles.
Okay.
We got, but when I tell you, like, she can rap fast like Twister. Yeah.
Let me take it back. I can't even do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me even stop.
Get down.
It wouldn't be no competition though. You know what I mean? Because honestly, I'm a fan. Like I'm a fan.
Okay.
I'm a fan. I don't know. She good though. So I would have to hold my own. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
I mean, you got
she
to.
one of them features like you can't do a song with her and like not come with it.
Right. You can't flop.
Yeah,
edit it out.
You got to come in hard now. You still got to come in hard.
Yeah.
You know,
Be like, all right, Jackie, what you got? Like, let me hear your verse.
first.
I'm gonna spit my verse. Like, all right. Yeah, now let's lay it.
But usually when you're around people like that, they'll pull you up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I can say with these guys, you know, like they pull me up to just go ahead and make sure that like you put that stamp on it. And she'll help you put that stamp on it.
Yeah. So maybe we can make that happen.
Hey, you never know, man. You know how the Lord do.
Yeah, He works in mysterious
The
ways.
Lord put people right in the, you know, in them areas, and y'all meet him, you connect, and anything, you know, boom, boom. Hey, she might have heard of you.
You know what?
That's
She
how it
might
work. That's how it work, though.
She might have. You never
Might
know.
bump into her, and she be like, yeah, you dope.
That would be dope.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Hey, that's just how it go. You just never know, man. You know, we be looking up to people, man. They be looking up to us, too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You know, we just don't, you know, sometimes we just be a little insecure, but, you know.
Right.
We need to just, you know, boast in the Lord, man. Boast in the Lord,
Right.
man. You know, the
Boast
Lord
in the
doing his
Lord.
thing through us.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You know, we
won't
got
he do
something
it?
to offer too, man. But, you know, that Jackie Hill collab, that'll probably be dope.
Yeah,
think
man.
so.
You know what I'm saying?
I do too.
You definitely got me want to check her out, though.
Oh yeah, you won't be sorry.
But what's good with this social media, though? Plug the people in with your social media just in case they want to book you, they want to connect with you, might want to, you know, have a meeting with you, talk to you about some business ventures or whatever the case may be, or they might need a little therapy.
Yes.
Okay then. Slide in my DM.
I don't know now.
Slide in my DM on some being encouraged.
You know, that's a little rap. That's a little rap.
So yeah, my Instagram is I am the Gym THA. Oh, not THE. I am the Gym. And that's my Facebook and Instagram, all of that, Twitter. I am the Gym. Because I really am a gym, you know?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Definitely.
So
Like
hit
I
me
said,
up.
we know your personality.
Follow me.
Follow.
Yeah.
So, man, the crew, and shout out to A Legend, man. We seen her tuning in. I don't know if she's still in, but
Right.
you know, she
What up,
tuned
A?
in, and Miss Lyric, them, and y'all used to come to the show, and y'all, you know, them Royalty boys thought they were doing something, but then when the ladies came in there, it was like about 4, 5 of y'all. Y'all be fatigued up.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
yeah.
Y'all getting that thing, and everybody be lit, everybody jumping around. That thing used to be crunk, man. Y'all come in there and shut it down for the Lord.
That's the squad right there.
That's what I'm saying.
That's the
For
squad.
real, man. So, the squad been working on something?
Well, right now, A Legend, shout out to A Legend. She is working on an album. So I'm excited about that. Can't wait to hear that album.
Okay.
As well as Miss Lyric. Miss Lyric out in Vegas right now. So she's working on an album. I think she just shot like a video in California.
I seen that.
She working on a documentary too. Like, and that thing gonna be real. It's gonna be real powerful. Like, I'm just claiming that, you know, a lot of people be healed and set free and delivered with that, because it's gonna be good. Who else we got? We got Telly. She's working on some new music as well. She just texted me not too long ago. So she got a new project coming. So we all got, you know, music coming, but we also, like, we moved together too. So in the future, you know, before the year is out, we're gonna be releasing some new stuff. So, but we all got our individual projects as well. So
Absolutely.
we're making it work.
Right.
That's gonna always be the squad though. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Hey, I like it. I love it. Y'all keep it up. So I got a question here. I'm gonna have to go ahead and ask this. Now,
Okay.
Christian hip hop on the rise. We all know that. You know, what have you.
Right.
Folks like starting to listen to it, it's about to get the buzz and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Now, a lot of the rappers, they just be focused on the music. Okay, they be heavy on the music.
Right.
And don't get me wrong, the music got to be fire. The music got to be good. If you want people to listen to it, it's got to be.
Right.
But my question is the music alone enough for everyone that's listening to save souls? Or is it just a feel-good moment for maybe 2-3 minutes? Now, don't get me wrong, because I do realize that music, you know, it could touch someone's heart and they could get saved. But overall, would you consider the music just a feel-good moment for like 3 minutes or so? Or is more required outside of the music?
I believe that it takes more than just music. I mean, because I can listen to music and get a feeling from listening to any genre. But are you anointed? You know? So after the music turns off, can you still captivate the crowd with a message? Not everybody could do that. Now I've seen some artists like use, and this is what I like to do, and as well as the squad, which is why we rock so hard. But we'll use the music as kind of like an introduction. Like, yeah, we rap, but then after the music is off, like, we got a message too. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, and we want to reach you, because at the end of the day, like, why are we doing it?
Right.
Like, am I doing it to sell music and make money?
Right.
Like, or am I doing it to win souls? And if I'm doing it to win souls, how am I gonna win souls with just these bars? Like, I need more than bars. My bars gonna get your attention, because I mean, I can rap. That's a gift. Like, that's gonna get your attention. But then after that, what am I gonna do once I got your attention?
Cool. I just want to say I like that answer, by the way. I was about to say. Now, I want to get into, I know you had a EP back years ago, maybe months ago. I think months ago. Page from My Diary.
Yeah, pages from my diary.
So tell us a little bit about the inspiration behind that and how that came about.
Well, I entitled the project Pages from My Diary because that's how I actually got into writing music. I started writing poetry when I was 12.
Awesome.
And I still have that diary, actually. And so for me, just remembering why it is I started doing it. Like, I didn't know at 12 that I had a gift of, like, with writing. Like, I just knew that I could do it, and I knew it felt good. It wasn't until, like, 18 that people knew that I was even a writer. I remember writing a book in my senior year, and, like, my mom reading the book and, like, seeing, like, dang, girl, like, you can write for real. And just her, sending that book to, like, my family members that, like, lived all across. And I'm like, oh, dang, like, it must be good.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Influential.
Yeah, she put you out there now.
Yeah.
Knowing that thing.
So I just wanted to, share my truth, and I wanted to go deeper than just, like, surface. And so if you're going to write something in your diary, like, it's usually, like, intimate. It's usually stuff that you don't really want nobody else to read. So with this music, I was like, man, I want to give a message that one, like, I'm not afraid to talk about. So if you guys heard the project, like, yeah, the beats do bang. Like, the beats do bang, but also if you, like, listen to the lyrics, like, I'm spitting a lot of what I lived through. I talk about my house catching on fire and God waking me up and what that was like, hearing his voice wake me up, and, like, my whole family could have died in that house that night had he not woke me up. But I remember, like, laying there in the bed, like, hearing God talk to me and seeing, like, smoke coming down the hall and hearing God say, get up. And then not only did he tell me to get up, he told me what to do. And I was young when that happened. So just realizing, like, dang, God been talking to me all this time.
Right. Right.
He been talking to me all this time. So, and I just wanted to, open up about some different things. And so that's why I called it Pages from My Diary, because it's not things that I would talk about in, like, a normal conversation. But I wanted to open up about, previous relationships and healing and mending from that. I wanted to talk about, just some things that I went through with my father, looking to fill voids, brokenness. And then I wanted to talk about love and, like, when it do come, what I would like for it to look like and feel like. I talked about disappointments, and I talk about how I got over those disappointments. So it was very intimate.
Yeah. Very transparent.
Awesome. So I think now is a great time to transition into another video.
Yeah.
And we do have another one on board.
We do. This
And-
the squad.
we do.
Yeah, this the squad. Anti featuring A Legend and Miss Lyric.
Let's talk a little bit about that. Like, what was the inspiration behind that particular
Oh man.
project?
So when I first met Miss Lyric, the two of us, like, we joined forces to empower women, like, to work together, to create music that would uplift these young girls. One day we were getting ready for a photo shoot. And we were in the bathroom, you know, doing the girly stuff and doing the makeup and whatnot. And she said something catchy, which she said a lot of catchy phrases. And so, you know, she said she anti-thought. And I'm like, yo, we need to do a song. And with that, and we end up doing the song. Oh, yeah. And so now it's the whole campaign, like just anti-thought, you know, like, yeah, we're not encouraging women to be out here conducting themselves as less than ladies. So we anti-thought.
Yeah. Hey, and there we have it. Anti-thought. Fill in the blank. Nah. Anti.
I might have to put one of them bleeps right there.
Y'all know what time it is. We about to bring them in the head with something new right quick, like. It's the anti-thought movement. Woo, let's go.
We don't do that no more. That lifestyle, no go. We shut it down, up in smoke. I'm a queen and you already know that we anti-thought, anti-thought, anti-thought. Your body is a temple, so why you so loose with it? Look at the way you be dressing, telling all the boys to come get it. Let me talk to you for a minute. Come and get this new teaching. I'm wondering, is it attention you seeking? That's why those photos you be leaking. Do you love yourself? If you do, why you do the things that you do? Like sleeping with men that you know that ain't gon' commit to you. Redundant, cycle must be interrupted. It really ain't healthy for you. And you out here looking for love in all the wrong places too. Gotta stop it, doing whatever, whenever, whoever. You know it ain't clever. We need to do better. Oh no, I can't let ya settle for less than that. Like we need a band, real queens take a stand. It's time that we end this destruction. We killing it, end of discussion. We don't do that no more. That lifestyle, no go. We shut it down, up in smoke. I'm a queen and you already know that we anti-thought, 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 anti-thought. I ain't no bad, I'm a beautiful beast. Ain't about that thought life. Better respect the queen. He made me beautifully, wonderfully in his image. See, that's why when I comes through, you can't tell me a thing. They say she arrogant, now I'm just confident. You said you married, bruh, I'm hammered, then you can't touch this. I can't be your side chick, boy, Bobby gone from me. On my Shanae, I'm such a lady. Don't try to play me. Don't save her, Jesus already saved me. Transform, new creature, don't think the same way. I keep it cute, classy, and I'm glad he changed.
Anti. That's what you heard right there, man. Anti by the gym, man. Really quick before we get out of here, man, we want to get this one question out, man. Toby wanted to know what you do for fun to let your hair down real quick.
What do I do for fun? I like to travel. So I'm into cruises now. So yeah, I went on a cruise last year. Really loved that. That was fun. And yeah, man, I like Vegas. Okay. I like Vegas. I like New York. So I like to hop on the plane and go somewhere.
Okay. Well, that's what's up, Miss Mara the Gem. We super appreciate you riding with us today on the Aspiring Artist Showcase.
Absolutely.
Thank you for having me.
We look forward to seeing you and some of these future shows you got coming up and all these wonderful things. And y'all remember Lakers for Life. And also, tune in every Monday, 7 p.m. The Aspiring Artist Showcase with them royalty boys right here on 108 Praise Radio, man. Hey, we love you, and we gonna holler at y'all next week.
Oh, yeah.